Hello everyone. Today we shall be discussing a question related to games and tournaments. In this question, we have 8 players divided in two groups of 4 each. Now, what we know is in every group, let's say G1 and G2, the 4 players play with each other exactly once. So let's say in group 1 we have A, B, C, D as players. Fine. So A will play with B, I will have AC, AD, I will have BC, BD, and I'll have CD. So the statistic is simple. It goes with the idea of number of players if it is n into n minus 1 by 2. So in this case, what we do is 4 into 3 by 2. That comes out to be 6. Number of players minus 1 or number of teams minus 1. So we know that in group 1 we'll have 6 matches, and also in group 2 we'll have 6 matches. So in group 1 we have 2 players, 2 matches each, and the other two 1 match each. So you have 2 comma 2 comma 1 comma 1 for all the players, 4 players, whereas in the second group each player won a different number of matches. So every player plays 3 matches. So what we can have is a different number of matches, can be 3, 2, 1. Lakhan and Gopi were in the same group. We do not know in which group Lakhan and Gopi are. Lakhan and Gopi are in the same group. Lakhan won more matches than Gopi. Kishan and Ram were in the same group. Kishan and Ram are in the same group, and Kishan has won more matches than. Let's look further to the data. Top 2 players from each group moved to round 2. Each played 1 match. Now, so these 2 players moved to round 2, and these 2 players from group 2 moved to round 2. Fine. Round 3, the winners of round 2 played. Now, some additional details that we have. None of the players won all the matches. Sonu was in round 3. So let's say we have round 1 here, we can have round 2 here, and we can have round 3. Sonu was in round 3. So we can have Sonu here. Let's try understanding whom Sonu played with. Sonu was in round 3 and lost exactly 2 matches. If Sonu has to be in round 3, he has to win the round 2 match, and he can either be the winner of the tournament or he might be the one who loses the tournament. Finalists were from different groups in round 1. Now, Kishan, Karan, and Arjun won the same number of matches in round. Now, what we have here is, let's look at Sonu. Sonu was in round 3 and lost exactly 2 matches. Now, if Sonu was in group 1, he lost 1 match here, agreed? He won 1 match here, and he has to lose the other match for him to lose exactly 2 matches. If Sonu was in group 2, now this statement helps. None of the players won all their matches. So Sonu has to definitely lose a match. And if he has won here, he has won here. The maximum number of matches that he can win, or the maximum number of matches that he can lose, he has won 3 matches here, he has won 1 match here, and he has lost 2 matches here, and he has lost 1 match here. So this possibility does not exist. Next, if Sonu was here from group 2 and he had won 2 matches, he would have won one here, he would have won one here, and he would have. So Sonu has won 2 matches, plus he has also lost the fight. Okay, now let's look at some of the other data. Karan and Arjun were in the same won the same number of matches in round 1. Kishan and Ram were in the same group. Kishan won more matches than Ram. So can I say Kishan? This guy is Kishan. This guy is Ram, because you have Kishan, Karan, and Arjun have won the same number of matches. Now there are 3 players who have won the same number of matches. So for Kishan to win more matches than Ram, and for this is the only possibility with 1 match. For Kishan to win one more number of matches, he has to be in group 2, and he has to play 1 match. Therefore, this becomes Ram. If this becomes Ram, this becomes Arjun. Moment this becomes Karan and Arjun, so I will have this as Sonu and this is Monu, because we have this data here. Lakhan and Gopi were in the same group and Lakhan won more matches than Gopi. Now 2 and 2 cannot be taken here. Therefore, this has to be This has to be Gopi. Now when we are looking at this, So I have Sonu in group one. Other players, Monu also, he has won two matches. From group two, we'll have Lakhan winning three matches, and we'll have Gopi coming into the picture, winning two matches. Fine. Now let's have a look at round two. All the players in round two played one match each. So we can have a match between Sonu and Monu, and we can have a match between Lakhan and Gopi. Okay. Now what we know for sure is Lakhan has won three matches. So he is definitely there in round two. And we also know that Sonu is in round three and he cannot win the tournament because he has won one match here. He has lost one match here. For him to lose two matches, he has to lose the finals in round three. So Lakhan, he would definitely not be playing with Lakhan because Lakhan has cannot be there because if Lakhan is here, he will win all the matches. That is the question states point number one. Like none of the players won all their matches. So definitely, Lakhan is a loser in round. Now we can have Sonu and Lakhan playing. Sonu wins, Lakhan loses, and the next match can happen between and now, the match between Monu and Gopi, we have this data wherein it says finalists different groups in round one. So we know from here that between Monu and Gopi, so Monu cannot win because we are already having Sonu. So Monu is definitely not there. Here Gopi wins the match between Sonu and Gopi. Sonu has to lose two matches, so Gopi is the winner of the tournament. Okay. So based on this, what the data we have is who won the tournament? Gopi. For which pair was the difference in the matches won more than one? Between Monu and Kishan, now Monu has won two matches, Kishan has won one match. Between Lakhan and Gopi, Lakhan has won three matches, Gopi has also won two plus one. Gopi has won a total of four matches. Sonu would be there with three matches. So here the correct answer is option D. How many matches did Lakhan win in the tournament? It would be three matches.